Saints. And with us is Kenny Moore, who played his part to perfection last week with 3 interceptions. It's the Colts and the Saints. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
A throw there, but
yes, good first drive for that defense. That's what I want, a good defensive performance today. I'd really like to just really shut them out from scoring a lot. I mean, the teams have been scoring a lot on defense the last 2 games, so.
Hardman on the return.
Maybe that defense tightened up.
After getting this one across the 40. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. The carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
What a fucking disaster that whole fucking series was.
Turner on that sack. He would not be denied.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. To throw is Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped.
Beautiful.
That
was beautiful.
Defensively, they rallied the troops to force
the play calling on the Saints
after
end
that
was bad,
7-yard pickup back on
defensively stepped
first.
up.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I'm trying to throw this ball away. It's just not down. I don't understand.
I guess I'm just loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now. Offense. And partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? When these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago. 10 catches, 105 yards.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Pass knocked away by Alontae Taylor. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 22-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path.
Oh, that's not a touchdown? Hold on.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not
That ball a little bit soft. Yeah, he's in the end zone there. Hold on.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
He's standing. He's got a complete foot in the end zone.
Is this a touchdown? That's the question, CD. What are they looking for here?
I don't recall if the rule is only the ball has to cross, or if he's got possession of the ball. It's half his body in the end zone.
It's just that front part of the white line. And
So
if
I
you
could be
draw an
thinking of the rule
imaginary
wrong,
plane
but-
going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
No, that's a fucking touchdown. That's fucking bullshit. I don't know.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So not successful there on the challenge. He'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general. Just fall in behind them.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 ending. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Saints.
Yeah, so far this defense is playing well, man. This is how it's supposed to play.
Here's Hardman to return. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to throw now on first down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second
Beautiful
quarter.
play.
Yeah, held
Love it.
scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The extra point by Gain is up and going. And it's now 14-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, do a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Here's Kamara off the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the
everything,
space,
man. Make that offense for every single yard.
but he can also
break
make
down
plays
later.
himself, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Smith. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
I'm probably going to try to run the clock out here a little bit. I'm already at 14-3. I do have some time, but I'm taking out Taylor so I can really kind of pound him in the second half.
And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Hits his target to tight end Mo Alley Cox. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Final play of the half here, Winston. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's going to be down at the 35.
All right, got a nice little lead going into half.
7. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we'll stay right here in the Sunshine State. Head down to Tampa, check on the Bucs. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Cordero Patterson with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there. Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half, and to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Got him on the same exact play. Same guy, same play.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
1st down, Winston. It's caught, Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Winston. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Throwing, Winston. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Winston. puts it on the carpet. It's out. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Oh, my God.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hardy set to return. There, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints coming out now to take the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And Winston lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Yes. What's up, man? A celebration? Come on, man. Beautiful play. Fuck yes.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like that.
You know, it's funny. I thought I had 4 defensive tackles. I don't know why I thought that. I have to go get another one. I thought I drafted one. Maybe he's injured. Let's look. No, Buckner's hurt. No, shit. I thought I drafted a defensive tackle. I'll have to go back and check that
point
out.
in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston now from the 50. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. But Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready, go.
Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. An inside give to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Come on.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. The give is to Jones. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Gay's kick is good. And kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down. Here's Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Winston. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a corner and coverage.
That's the defense I know and love,
not
man.
the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This will use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Winston. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Jameis again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A 1st down throw for Winston. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They go play action. Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. From the red zone now, Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. To the air again with Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Winston now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Winston on 4th down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, look at the juke.
There we go. That's game. That's game. I wanted to run the ball there more, but we had the ball a lot in the 2nd half, so that happens.
This was a really nice display of complimentary
nice defensive
football,
performance,
especially how much they were humming in the 2nd half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
and so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about.
No
A true
interceptions.
team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
Yeah, see, they had the ball the whole goddamn game.